Ceremony hosted by Julie Kingstone. The LiveWorkPlay staff recognition ceremony has traditionally taken place at the annual general meeting or the Welcome Back Family Feast in September. There hasn't been an opportunity to introduce you to our staff team in person for more than 2 years, so it's my honor to be here this evening to host our return to this important ritual. As you know, media personality and business leader Kimothy Walker was going to be our guest MC tonight, but she was in a serious car accident on the weekend. She is doing well but does have broken bones that will prevent her from being here tonight. Join me in wishing her a very speedy recovery, and we'll have her back to host at a future event. Tonight, we'll also play catch up with the awarding of staff years of service pins. These one-of-a-kind symbols feature our trademark bumblebee, and if you look closely, with every 5 years of service, a number is placed on the wings to recognize these milestones of dedication. Now, there's been some feedback in the past that it's hard to keep track of these pins, so that problem has been solved by also awarding each staff member a commemorative LiveWorkPlay fleece. Now, as a marketing expert, Keenan knows what's going to happen. Everyone wants to know how they can get one of these jackets too. Good news, Keenan is working on a way for you to order one for yourself, and of course they will make great gifts as well. But that's not for today. So please hold your questions about how to get your own fleece, and we'll move ahead with introducing you to the team. We're going to celebrate in 3 groups tonight, so if I can please have group 1 to the front. This is our amazing group of newcomers. They have all joined the employment team or community team within the last 6 months. Please hold your applause, as I introduce you first to the new members of the employment team, and then the community team. Katie MacMaster, Sarah Nkanza, Neil Abraham, Richard Landry. Welcome Katie, Sarah, Neil, and Richard. Next up we have our newest members of the community team. Again, please hold your applause. Karyann St Amour, Roberto Guardado, Mikayla Young, Tianna Geddes, Sydney Whitmore, and our summer student Shyla Holmes. Welcome Karyann, Mikayla, Roberto, Tianna, Sydney, and Shyla. Please stay a minute for a group photo with the entire newcomers group. Next up we have members of the employment team, community team, and management team. As their years of service ranges from 1 year to 5 years, I will start with 1 to 4 years of service, and then we have a big group with 5 years. Please hold your applause until the end of each group. First up, Joelle Perrier, employment team, 1 year. Jenna Odorico, community team, 2 years. Maggie Dimmock, community team, 3 years. Ron Koch, community team, 4 years. Laura Lobe, employment team, 4 years. Congratulations Joelle, Jenna, Maggie, Ron, and Laura. Next up, each with 5 years of service and receiving their 5-year milestone pins. Rebecca Coxon, management team. Anna Nelson, management team. Joshua Gray, employment team. Batal Auf, community team. Christopher Floyd, community team. Congratulations Rebecca, Anna, Joshua, Batal, and Christopher. Please stay a minute for a photo with our 1 to 5 years of service group. Our final group for the evening is a big range. I am going to start with those who have between 6 and 10 years of service. First up, Wendy Maswan, community team, 6 years. Roberta McKenna, supporting every team, but especially employment intake, 6 years. Shayna Gray, community team, 6 years. Alex Darling, people connector and volunteer coordinator, receiving her 10 years of service pin. Congratulations, Wendy, Roberta, Shayna, and Alex. For our final group of 6, let's slow it down for some individual recognition. Fresh out of Loyalist College, he joined the LiveWorkPlay team back in the Hardwood House days and helped build our individualized approach to community supports. I'm talking about Anthony Stratton and his 13 years of service. Her work has always been done mostly by telephone and video, so she was a pioneer of remote support long before the pandemic. The only emergency support worker we've ever had, Jennifer Cunningham, and her 13 years of service. He started out as a student volunteer way back in the Bronson Center days, but he joined the staff team a year before Anthony at Bronson Center, then moved along to the C3 Center, Michael Street, and the PEB building. He's done it all on the community team. We're talking about Daniel Harris and his 14 years of service. Another student placement that worked out rather well. She was managing the community team back when calling a meeting was as easy as saying, "Hey Anthony and Daniel, let's chat." How times have changed. She knows the history of just about every member and all of their family members here tonight. Yes, we're talking about Grace Hudson and her 17 years of service. Technically speaking, our official start dates back in 1997 were about 3 months apart, but they've waived the right to individual recognition. We both started as volunteers in 1995, writing that first fateful funding proposal to the Ontario Trillium Foundation. When the grant was awarded in the fall of 1996, we looked at each other and asked, okay, who is actually going to run this organization? After leaving our existing jobs in 1997. It's been an amazing ride of 25 years serving as your co-leaders. I'm Julie Kingstone, and this is Keenan Weller. Okay, now we'll have a photo with our final group of 6, and then a photo with the entire staff team.